everyone, welcome to Make Moments Matter, a music education podcast, where I share lesson ideas, songs, games, and inspiring things for your elementary music classroom. My name is David Rao, and I am the music teacher who blogs at makemomentsmatter.org. This episode of the podcast is a replay containing the audio version of a Musical Mondays live video. If you're not familiar with Musical Mondays, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I go live on Facebook and Instagram to share about the lessons that I'm using in class with my students. I give a recap of my kindergarten through 5th grade lessons, and then do a deep dive about one grade level and share the books, instruments, songs, and process that I use to teach the lesson to kids. This podcast episode contains all the audio from the Musical Mondays video, but if you'd like to see a replay of the video itself, you can find a link to the archived video on YouTube when you click the link in the notes for this episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's the show. Hey everyone, my name is David Rao, and I'm the music teacher who blogs at makemomentsmatter.org. You can also find my ideas on Facebook, on Instagram, on Patreon, on a variety of places when you search for my name, David Rao, or Make Moments Matter. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty because, of course, it's never going to work when you want. Facebook, if you're listening on Facebook, can you just tell me you can hear me? That'd be nifty. Okay, well, a couple things today, a couple housekeeping things while Facebook figures out its sound issues. If you hear me talk about a book, a resource, a link, something you're interested in these videos, you can find all of that at makemomentsmatter.org/video, or just click the link at the bottom wherever you're watching or listening to this, and you should be able to go straight there. I am doing some in-person workshops. If you're around and you want to come join us, please do. This week, I'm going to be in Kentucky on Thursday for the Kentucky Music Educators Association, doing 3 sessions. I'm really, really excited about these 3 sessions. One of them is puppets, so everybody buckle in. Okay, so those 3 sessions are this Thursday. And then I'm doing a whole day workshop for the Central Ohio Orff chapter. That's on March 1st. And then I'm also doing a full day workshop for the Utah Orff chapter. That is on March 8th. And brand new, I've probably talked about in the last couple of years that I teach level 1 Orff Schul work. So a summer course basically dedicated to the basics of Orff Schul work. I've been teaching level 1 for the past couple of years in Orlando and last year in St. Louis, and this year I'm going to be teaching level 2. So if you are interested and you want to take a level 2 with us, there are still spots available. I've linked that on the links page. There is housing available at in St. Louis at the University of Missouri St. Louis. It's really cheap. It's a great housing option, and we'd love to have you. So if you're interested in taking Orff level 2 and you've already taken level 1, check it out. It's going to be a good time this summer. Okay, also, last thing, there's a TPT sale. So if you're interested, it's their big spring sale. All of that goes on sale tomorrow, so Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. That would be the 4th and the 5th. You can get up to 25% off all resources in my store if you're interested. And I'm actually doing a gift card giveaway, so comment on Instagram or Facebook with the thing that excites you most about Valentine's Day. Absolutely, it can be candy if you want. It can be getting fun notes from students. It's whatever you want. All you have to do is leave a little comment, and you are entered to win a gift card to TPT. Here's the thing, Facebook trolls have gotten very smart. And so if they say, hey, please go put your credit card information, don't do that. If I'm going to give you a gift card, I'm not going to need your credit card, I promise. So do not give anyone your credit card. The last couple times I've done giveaways, there's been someone who's been trolled, and it's been frustrating. So don't give anyone your credit card on Facebook. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about my upcoming 2nd grade concert. I'm doing a concert based on the book The Day the Crayons Quit. I'm really excited about it and all the things that are coming together, and I wanted to talk about one specific song for the Blue Crayon and what we're doing with that song. So basically the idea is for every crayon in the book there's going to be a little song or a rhyme or something that introduces the crayon or gives a synopsis of that crayon's feelings, something like that. And so the blue crayon talks about how the blue crayon does lots and lots of water, and how they're busy all the time because they do oceans and rainstorms and all sorts of stuff. And so we're going to do the song I Don't Care If the Rain Falls Down. And if you don't know that one, maybe I Don't Care If the Rain Comes Down. falls down, comes down. Leave a comment if you know. Is it comes down, falls down? I don't know. But because tonight at home in front of my computer I'm blanking. I don't care if the rain comes down, rain falls down. It comes down. I don't care if the rain comes down. I'm gonna dance all day. I don't care if the rain comes down. I'm gonna dance all day. Hey, hey, carry me away. I'm gonna dance all day. Hey, hey, carry me away. I'm gonna dance all day. That's the song. It's very short. How am I gonna make this longer into like a performance piece? How are we gonna juice this up and make it more exciting for parents? Well, we're going to do a couple things where we simulate rain. It's been so much fun to try this with students. So the first way we did it was we simulated rain by using body percussion. So pats, claps, snaps, stomps. So we start out with just taking our hands and rubbing them together, making sort of a wind or like a gentle scrape sound. And then randomly we would add in. So the whole class is doing this, and every once in a while someone's just going to do one little snap while the rest keep on. And I talk to kids about how it cannot be all of us at once. If you see me do it and you do it immediately, that won't work because it will seem like, oh, they're all snapping because they know it's the signal or whatever, right? So we talk about how you need to do it sort of randomly. You need to kind of move your way through and be independent of the people around you. So we start with just sort of rubbing your hands together, and we add a snap in there and maybe a couple extras. I had a couple kids go, actually no, they went like a version of a tongue click. Cool. It's super cool. So if you have a couple of those mixed in there, that's kind of fun to do. But with kids, I talk about how you need to kind of have, and I don't say the word crescendo, but you need to have this sort of, and I draw basically a big crescendo on the board. You need to have something where you start small and you get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so I draw this crescendo on the board, and then I draw a decrescendo because the rain's going to get really loud, it's going to pour, and then you need to bring it back. But it can't be like loud, 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 quiet. Right, you can't fall off a cliff there. You have to like slowly come back. So we spend a lot of time playing with that where you start, you get bigger, bigger, bigger. So it starts with hands rubbing together. You do a couple of snaps in there. Maybe eventually you do little pats, like pats with just a couple of fingers on the palm of your hand. Not pats, claps. Sorry, my brain. You clap, just little tiny claps in there. And then maybe you do a couple of pats. Again, everyone's still going, and so this is just sort of sprinkled in, until you get to the point where it's doing a lot louder, a lot faster, until kids are doing a very steady sort of rumble roll with their hands. And so then you have to bring it back. So what I found was very valuable was I showed them the crescendo, and my fingers went along, and I pointed on the board as they're getting bigger, 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 and then I pointed as we were getting smaller, 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 smaller over time, and that really helped kids to sort of understand, like, yeah, it starts really simple and gets more complex. Another thing that I tried, and this I tried today, was just starting with my hands like this, and like my hands stacked on top of one another, and raising one, raising one, raising one, raising one, raising one, and then bringing it back down, back down, back down, back down, back down, back down. And that was pretty easy for kids to, I would give them some cues, like I might give them like a little click or something so they know they can start in on that. But I said it's kind of organic. You kind of have to just feel it as you go and explore. So it's been super fun to try that with kids. I started with body percussion. The next time, we did the crescendo, we did the decrescendo, and then once it was all kind of out, I started playing, I don't care if the rain comes down, I'm gonna dance all day. And so I started playing it as like an intro, and then we sort of sped up into the song. Sort of the same idea, that crescendo getting bigger, 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 and then smaller, 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 the decrescendo at the end. So we did that both with the body percussion, making those rain sounds, and then we did that with the song itself, where it sort of like quietly ebbed in as the rain was ending, the body percussion rain was ending, and I had to tell kids, don't stop until you hear us sing, and then you can stop making rain. But we played around with that, we tried that, and then I was like, but what if we did instruments? And I have all of these hand drums, and I was like, this is perfect, we could do some rain on these. So I got kids hand drums, and we started playing, where we just do a little pat to sort of mimic the sprinkle. And we talked about, like, if we're slowly edging into that, we're slowly bringing in some of that. Right, we slowly bring that in. It sort of sounds more and more, with all these accumulated hand drums, it starts sounding more like raining, or sprinkling and then raining. This one, for the rubbing, we rubbed the head of the drum, then we did pats little tiny with just a fingertip to simulate like raindrops, and then we started doing like bigger pats with our hand to get into bigger raindrops, and then eventually we were like moving back and forth, something to give like a rumble or something bigger. And then we talked about, well, what else can we add? Obviously there are more instruments, like a rain stick. I mean, that's what this is exactly for, to simulate rain. So we talked about how we could add in a rain stick. Another one the kids really want to add is the thunder tube. And if you're not familiar with this, it makes kind of a thundery sound if you pull on the tail. It sometimes sounds like a burst of thunder. Sometimes. So it's this just like round thunder tube with a tail on it, and you just give it a pull. And that's really, it's an easy addition. I have a couple of these. I can borrow some from other schools around my district. You just have to choose a kid who's not going to like go crazy with it. Like it's not, I mean, we live in Kansas, but we're not going for like Wizard of Oz, the house is taken sort of thing. We're not doing that. So we had to play around with that and explore that a little bit. But we're going to, again, maybe at the end of the song, do hand drums and re-simulate the rain. So my thought is, if I want to, I could involve the parents. They could help with the body percussion version. So we could either start with the hand drums or end with the hand drums, or we could start with the body percussion, end with the body percussion. But it would be fun to involve parents. It's going to be in our gym, and so it would be cool if they were kind of spread out, but it would take a little bit of maneuvering and doing. But I think it's going to be kind of fun to see, how they do that. And that's going to pair with I Don't Care If the Rain Comes Down and the blue crayon of the Day the Crayons Quit. So that's my idea for what we're going to do. It's been so fun to explore this with kids. It's been fun to then be able to tie in ideas and talk about like crescendo, decrescendo, talk about accents, talk about blending so that you don't stand out. You want to really, you want to sort of, sink into the shadows of the group. You don't want to stand out. You want to be part of the fabric. And so that's been fun to explore with kids and see if they can do that or not. Some kids, they can't do it. But it's fun to explore and see if they can do that. Okay, I hope this gave you ideas for what you could do if you wanted to do a rain song, if you want to do it in a concert, if you wanted to do the Day the Crayons Quit or not. It's a fun thing you could do with your students, no matter what the content is. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want, I'm doing a gift card giveaway. All you have to do is comment on Instagram or Facebook on this video and say what's something you love about Valentine's Day. Any answer is great. Just if you get a message, a comment from me on Facebook or Instagram saying, hey, you won, all you have to do is enter your credit card. Please don't do that. That's a scam, and they will try and steal money from you. So if you get a message from me saying, hey, I'm sending you a private message so that I can get your info and send you the gift card, that means you won. Okay, so that's today and till midnight tonight. If you want to leave a comment, you can leave that comment. And then the sale is tomorrow and the day after. Okay, I hope this gave you some ideas. I hope this gave you some thoughts about what you could do with this song or any other song if you want to bring in that sort of sound fabric and soundscape for rain. All right, thanks so much for coming along, everyone. I hope I'll see many of you at Kentucky Music Educators this week and then other workshops coming up. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.